Harden looking to take the rookie. Ryan Dunn puts it on the deck. Penetrates. Count the basket and one. Harden taking Dunn to school that time.
Going to be at their best, but their defense has to trigger opportunity to give him enough offense, and they've done that so that he can play more selectively when he wants to attack, like he did right there when he sees the angle.
Kamara, Avdia to the rim, corkscrewing his body, not there. Powell with a rebound. Clippers have numbers. Man riding shotgun. The lob is up high, and he slams it down, and it's an 8-0 start for the Clippers.
Active hands. Zoo right there doing what he does best. Watch this. James gives it up now. That allows.
Try to hold on. Anderson saves it, but it's Derek Jones Jr. that comes away with it. Harden ahead to Coffey. He lays it in. Timeout Blazers. Clippers by 4.
Clippers are going to need more of this defense, creating the offense hard and make the play.
Playing really good team basketball here. It needs to continue in the second half. Zoo controls. Hands to Harden.
Back to Zoo. Down the lane. Down the hatch. Counted on a foul.
Games that need to be run over and over.
Harden. Dunn lets it fly. Got it! 99-93. Clippers out in front.
The Clippers are on right now. One is the defense. Two, yes, they're knocking down shots. Why?
Zoo. Oh, hello, nasty. Counted on a foul.
The beauty about this run.
Harden 1 for 3 from the floor. 3 points. Powell has 7 to lead the Sixers. Zubats with 6. Harden gets past Martin. What a move and finish by James Harden.
Harden again. He's made a career out of this. Just gets a little bit off balance here with Martin. Gets that right shoulder by him and left-handed layup.
King's got time here. Here comes Fox. Oh, Harden with the steal. Harden pulling at the buzzer. 6-point swing and everything.
Yeah, I don't have enough hoodies or t-shirts,
right.
So I better run out and get some more.
68-59. DeRozan now with 7. See if the Kings can get a stop here as James Harden. That one goes in.
Terrence Mann gave them good minutes off the bench the other night. He did. Looked much more like himself. And James Harden with that corner 3 in front of his former bench. That's just tied Ray Allen for second all-time, 2,973.
Harden, this would be for the record. There it is. Surpasses Ray Allen. Up the history charts. This one puts him in second place for three-pointers made. Strong drive by Collier. Can't get it to fall. Harden the other way. Looking for a knockout blow. Harden! Oh, my goodness!
I tell you, when you get older, sometimes you just have those games where you got a little bit more spring.
Wiggins never had it cleanly. Here comes Harden. Coffey puts it down. Hard flush. And Harden with the 15th assist, dropping the dime. And Coffey dropping the hammer. Like, hey, we don't need it right now. We got to value possession.
Wagner checks in. And Daly is Caldwell Pope as well. Derek Jones Jr. And Chris Dunn out there as well.
Harden for 3. Dancing to the baseline. He loved it.
Harden in the corner. Caldwell Pope, seen that happen many times.
You see the defense here for Orlando. This is where they hang their hat. This is how they win ball games.
For their last 3 opponents. Got it. The 90s and figure it out. They won 2 out of 5 games when they scored it.
Was away with a loose ball. Harden, 17 points in the quarter. That's a season high for any Clipper. Make it 20, and the meter is still running. 32-18 Clippers.
We jinxed them.
For Valanciunas.
We jinxed them at halftime, Brian. It was you and I that did it.
Oh, he does it again! James Harden could throw a key into a lock tonight. In this first. A 6-0 burst from the Timberwolves after a 7-0 Clippers run as Harden drains the 3.
So then it's just target practice. Where is my read? And then Harden.
Jones. 43% on the season for Jones. Harden lobbing it up. And airplane mode throwing it down.
That is the zone in his career.
Oof.
And then he's just working off. Derrick Jones looks like he's going to.
Here's Harden. 7 on the shot clock. Harden, the crossover, the 3 is good. Plus the foul. A chance for 4 for the Beard.
To impress. A lot of weight on the shoulders of a guy.
I think this Utah, when he had 17 in the first quarter. So it's just like,
Harden coming out of the timeout puts the Clippers out in front by 1.
James sizing him up. Porter Jr.
Picked up by Watson. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
Harden creates the space and lets it fly. Oh, it's good! 37 for Harden!
Talking about, not just about James Harden. Smart thing here is he maintained it.
Harden. Clean look at a 3 ahead of the horn. He knocks it down! Harden with 23, and the Clippers lead 91-78.
Make you pay, especially if you're in retreat mode. James Harden.
Get the stop here. It's a 4-point game after trailing by as many as 14. Harden for 3. It's good. What a shot by Harden. He's got 21.
14-0 run. The meter is still running. Lob to Derrick Jones. Oh my! We might not live in Lob City anymore.
This is where we lay our head. And this is Hunter thinks he has an open lane. He doesn't. James Harden.
Love getting his first game in the new year. Hasn't played since late December. As it beats the Zubac, attacks and thunders it, and it's a 7-3 start for the Clippers.
Yeah, in those days, the scoring effect. And speaking of which, the threat of James coming on.
7 to shoot for Coffee. Beats to Harden. Gonna have to be a deep one. It's in the air ahead of the horn. Oh, it goes for James Harden.
A little bleak as the shot clock goes down. You got Khalil Ware with all that height and length in the face of James Harden. But you know what? When you're the Beard, you've been there, done that, no problem.
No. Sharp the rebound. Deflection by Harden. Here come the Clippers on the power play. Lobs it to Jones. Oh, he makes the grab and throws it down. What a pass. What a finish.
Now the lob threat in transition. The playmaker, the maestro. Harden. Go get it, young fella. Go.
James, a straight on 3. Bucket and send him to the line for a possible 4-point play.
James is so good at this here. And Martin, tell you, lean in. You remember the play where Norman Powell closed out to the far right side? And you kind of do that with James Harden. With their defense and tenacity and second shots.
What hustle by Dunn. Ahead to Harden. Oh, he punches it up.
For Dunn. I'm getting ahead. I'm forecasting. Dude, that's what it's called, bro. Forecasting.
I'm still enamored with James Harden throwing it down.
You're not going to beat the primary defender a lot of times off the dribble, so the jump shot is always there. Speaking of which.
James Harden gets into it, a 4-point play.
I tell you, my first playoff series, we beat Phoenix. That was a lockout short in the air. Beautiful pass. Backdoor from James Harden. Drawn up out of bounds.
This is the last 2 years. Giannis didn't play last year in the playoffs and then missed 3 of the 6 games the year before. Right in his prime. Oh, my goodness. James Harden has decided it's time to take over as he struts to the strike.
Boy, he understands that Gary Trent Jr. can't stay with him. Liability.
The Clippers misses. The Clippers are going to bring in a couple of new players, both of them left-handed. Zubac takes his time, another assist for Harden. Kevin Porter Jr. has checked into the game.
Oh, what a pass. Coffee finishes, gets it off in time. Heck of a play by the Clippers. About the only highlight here in the last 3 minutes for the Clippers. And a massive first quarter for L.A. 45-29, and you're watching.
Harden. Around Filipowski. And down the hatch. Harden with 23. And the Clippers lead 115-103.
Jeff Van Gundy. Catch the shot attempt. On this end, Edie's doing a good job of just manning the middle as James Harden again is able to use the contact against the defender to get the whistle going.
And Harden a three-point with the shot clock running out. He got his shot from way downtown on the iron, but it didn't drop. James Harden to forecourt. Harden for three, and it's through. James Harden last night in their loss to the Pacers, 31 points, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds.
They want to stop here. Harden. Step back, patented James Harden.
That was a dagger.
Big time delivery on that classic step back that he is
jammed up in the lane.
Oh, Harden picked up by Cunningham. Step back three, leaning into it. Oh, he knocks it down. That's 10 first quarter points for James Harden.
Watch how he creates the space. Cade Cunningham has him 3 inches at least. And see that step back. Look where Cade is a team that scored 60 points. And through February, they've been scoring about 60 points in the paint, already with 18.
Harden delivers again. It's 29-23. Harden the three. Yes! Harden with 43! And the Clippers lead.
That pass to Zoo is not going to be available.
Harden, the step back three. Ask, and you shall receive, Jim Jackson. Coffee coming off the maze of screens. Now it's Arabia on the switch. It's a step back for Harden. The three in route is good. Harden with 17.
Stepping with a purpose. Speaking of which, here's a step back with a purpose here. Oops. Arabia.
Down the lane, the floater. It crawls through. James Harden ties up the score. 11 seconds to play.
Off of that right there with Bogey and James, but Sacramento played it well. Patient. That pick and roll once again, but it was a slip, and then James just followed Sue down the lane. It's right outside his reach. Harden.
7 to shoot. The step back three en route. It's good. It's late in the hour on a Sunday night, but the gospel hour has begun. Two-man game with Zoo running down the boulevard, and he flushes it.
Get to that right now.
Deflection picked off by Harden after the touch by Leonard. Harden lost it. Derrick Jones Jr. Oh, my goodness. Step on those size 16s and take a ride.
Not a bad shooter.
Actually, quite a good shooter. And then when you throw him as being a... Harden lays it in. When you put Curry as being an undrafted, he's really good.
Comes off the...
Harden the three on the wing. Oh, take us to church. Harden with 23. Mobley with some handles, but loses the footwork. Garland blocked from behind. Another block this time by Harden. Clippers have numbers if they hurry.
Watch Harden from behind. Yeah, the hand in the back doesn't matter. He didn't need it. Okay, he got it.
It'll be Cavaliers ball to start the fourth, but will the Clippers have the lead? Harden goes to work, gets around Mobley and straight to the rim. Put it in the highlight reel. Wow, what a play by Harden. Quite well.
Watch this. That's where he was going to go up and challenge that three-point shot that never happened.
Great second and third effort there by Pippen Jr. Harden. Late in the clock, and he knocks it down.
James for three.
Harden felt the contact. Oh, counted on a foul. He does it again.
Is there anybody better at...
Garland with a good 5 feet behind the line. James Harden back in the ball game. Oh, he got knocked down. He knocks it down, and Harden has a chance.
Even against New Orleans, hard minutes. It hasn't felt that way here tonight for the Clippers. For the game tomorrow, that's very nice. Speaking of very nice, how about James Harden?
James picking and choosing his spots.
Harden moving very well as well. Around Marshall to the rim, surrounded by defenders, counted on a foul. Clippers by 10.
Watch Harden going himself. He picked up the tempo, got the layup, and the finish there.
Harden has it. Plenty of time from the line to the lane to the rim and in at the buzzer.
I thought I saw the official give it the signal of N1.
And the players that are playing for the Rockets right now.
Wade Shepherd for the 5th time in his rookie year in double digits. Harden tries to retaliate and does. 16 for Harden. This year with the Clippers, 9-1. Harden, 7 to shoot. The 3. It's good! 35 for Harden! A whistle and a foul.
Zubac's 4th in the league in rebounding. He's had 5 games of 20 rebounds or more. Harden with the breakdown of Pajemski and the hit in the lane. Payton's still a top defender. Harden step back 3. It's good! Right in front of the Warrior bench, literally. He almost... Shot clock inside of 5 now. Harden on the edge, guarded by Pajemski. 1 to shoot. Harden home. What a shot with 1 on the timer.
Any team in the playoffs, and the numbers back it up. They're healthy, they're motivated, and Kawhi Leonard, who we haven't even mentioned much, physically looks better than he's looked in 5 years as Harden keeps doing what he's been doing. And you can't let Harden just get to his left hand. This is, again...
Ben Simmons into the game off the Clippers bench with Jones, Harden, Batum, and Bogdanovich. Harden connects on a deep contested 3.
He's so comfortable.
Here's Harden. 3 seconds left. Harden at the horn. You bet.
He bothers you. If I'm Peyton Watson, I'm selling out off Ben Simmons. He got there a little late, and Harden will always make you pay. See what they do.
Clippers out of timeouts. Here's Harden going quickly. Floats it up and in. Tied at 98. James Harden with a clutch bucket.
Invented the float game. Such a soft touch. He decides to attack right away. Doesn't waste any time. Jokic is there, but Harden's right over the top of him.
Jokic is putting on right here has been absolutely exceptional.
7th assist. Harden right back down the other way. The stroke is pure. That is the 6th made 3 in the first quarter.
That's the 3rd layup that Denver has gotten on the baseline.
Harden looking for another triple. He's got it.
Big game, James. He has come to play.
Again here tonight with this big bucket.
James Harden coming off the pick and roll.
Put up a long shot. It's a 3. Rebound done. Kicks it out. Harden with the 3.
And give credit to Chris Dunn, one of the
5.5 to go.
On the year, they had struggled mightily in this series, but they're taking care of business tonight.
Harden for 3.
And he's taking care of business too. James Harden with 28 assists. He knocks this one down, and the Clippers are up 14.